All right. Hello, everybody. So I am live streaming this. This is my second attempt at live streaming, so let's see how this goes. But what I'm going to be doing today is actually channeling a message for you um, regarding or from the Pleiades. I'm not sure. I feel the Pleiadian light wanting to come through. That's all I know. And so I'm streaming this on Sunday, May 19th, 2024. And it's May 19th and May 20th every year when the sun is with the Pleiades. So, so this is a really beautiful time for any of us and all of us to be feeling that Pleiadian light moving through. It's in the backdrop of the sun, basically. And so we can think of it like the sunlight carrying the vibrational essence or the light of the Pleiades themselves. I don't know. I mean, it's really different maybe for each of us and how we can experience that. But bottom line, the Pleiadian energy is really, really strong right now. And as we know, the light of the sun and the activity of the sun and the energy of the sun is so, so, so extra strong this year right now. Because the sun is peaking in its activity level. So I don't know what's going to come through, but I've been getting the message all day long that I needed to do this for you. And so here I am. Um, before I channel though, I want to just show you in the sky where the sun is so you can get a sense of the constellations and what I'm actually talking about. So that's not correct. Hang on, let me try that one more time. Um, yeah, and I also want to point out when I'm showing you this where Algol is too, because when people talk about stars being in this part of the sky, people talk about the Pleiades, and not too far away is Aldebaran and also Algol. And I just want to show you in the sky where those actually fall, so we can get it when you're feeling into this in your own way, you can kind of get a sense of um, what the whole picture actually looks like. So let me pull this all up for us. All right, so here is the sun right now, and Jupiter happens to be very, very, very close to the sun. And Venus is coming along and is going to be conjunct Jupiter and all of this very soon too. So, and then Uranus moves much more slowly, but Uranus is definitely in the picture also. Um, so you can see here, here's the Pleiades, and the Pleiades is considered the shoulder of Taurus, the bull, the constellation. And in terms of the seasonal sign, like if you look on an astrology chart, at this moment in time, the Pleiades spans approximately 29 degrees of Taurus and 0 degrees of Gemini. So what's really, really cool is that when the sun or anything is transitioning from Taurus into Gemini, it's right there in the Pleiades for that transition, and or very, very close. And something I learned yesterday that I love, and I'm really excited to drop into this more myself, and also in the astrology course with all of you in the astrology course, is that Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini, is the son of Jupiter and Maya. And Maya is one of the seven sisters of the Pleiades. Very cool. So basically, we have the sun right now is at 29 degrees of Taurus today. Tomorrow it's entering Gemini. And so, bottom line, when anything enters Gemini, it's just so fascinating to me that that being is actually sitting with the mother of Mercury. I mean, among all these other stars, right? And we talk about the seven sisters of the Pleiades, but actually the Pleiades has, I don't know how many, 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 way, so many more than seven stars. There's a lot of stars in that cluster. If you've ever seen it through a telescope, which I have, I mean, it's a lot. So we think of it as seven, but it's actually many more than that. It's so magical. Um, and then all the way over here in Perseus, the constellation of Perseus is Algol. So Algol, if you look on an astrology chart, like the two-dimensional chart, and you put in the star Algol, it'll show as 26 degrees of Taurus. So you can see that this red line is the ecliptic, and and so we over here, is about 26-ish degrees of Taurus. Uranus right now is at 23 degrees of Taurus. And you can see that, yeah, if you were gonna put Algol onto the ecliptic, sure, it's at 26 degrees of Taurus-ish. But I think it's really important to remember that it's actually it's pretty far off the ecliptic. It's not on the ecliptic. So when we think of things in our charts, like the planets being quote unquote conjunct Algol, I think it's just important to remember that Algol is actually not on the ecliptic. So like Venus right now, you could say is quote unquote conjunct Algol, because if you looked on a chart, they would show as together, but they're really not. So I just want to give more of that three-dimensional context of the Pleiades is much closer to the ecliptic, so much closer to the planets that travel along the ecliptic, and Algol is over here. It doesn't mean for me that it's not important, but I just think it is important to meet these beings where they are, and Algol is over here, and it's the Eye of Medusa in the Perseus constellation. So that's a whole other topic. Algol is a really fascinating thing, and I actually love it. Um, but today I'm feeling drawn and called by the Pleiades. And the other star that really calls to me in the bull constellation that the sun will be coming up to in a few days is Aldebaran. So Aldebaran's over here, the eye of the bull. Um, but that's not what's calling me today. What's calling me today are the Pleiades. So that's what I'm gonna drop in and see what wants to come through for all of us, for all of you. Okay. Yeah. So just enjoy. I don't know what's meant to come through. Right. And I'll also say this, I'm recording this when the sun happens to be, in the Pleiades, and that's part of the sky with the Pleiades. But this message is meant to be relevant for anytime. Anytime you feel called to connect with the Pleiades in your own way, in whatever way is about to come through, what the spirit world is saying, this happens to be the moment of a particular medicine, when the medicine of this light of the Pleiades is particularly alive and potent and easy to access and easy to connect with. But they always exist, and we always exist as them, as everything. And so please come back to this video as often as you want, whenever any time of the year that you want, in any year. It's always, always, always here, and meant as a medicine, meant as a vibrational, almost like a homeopathic remedy, a vibrational med energy medicinal kind of quality. So come to it whenever it calls to you. All right, here we go. All right. Hello and welcome. So, yes, we are here as a group of beings of particular vibrational quality of this Pleiadian light, this beautiful essence of blue and pink. And one way that you could name us, you could say that we are, it's a stereotypical phrase, but one way you could connect words with what we are, who we are, you could say that we are a council of Pleiadian light. But really, ultimately, we are you. And we are you as the light, the frequency of the Pleiadian star system. And we are you as this very specific, particular frequency that is magical, medicinal, joyful, playful. And really, more than anything, in this exact moment together, anytime you're watching this or listening to this, or even just connecting with this frequency on your own, today we simply want to remind you what this frequency, what this vibrational way of being is as you. So everything in existence in the whole time-space continuum specifically has its own vibrational quality of light. Every single star has its own quality of light. Every single being throughout all of time and all of space has its own vibrational signature, of course. And also, every single being in existence, including you, is a conduit of light. And on the ultimate level, communication, on its ultimate way of being, is simply a connecting of light to light to light to light to light to light to light. And you know that. And that's, again, another cliche phrasing to talk about light codes. But that's really what that's referring to. And the ultimate truth of it is that there is a way of communicating light to light to light that is the ultimate instant way of knowing and remembering. And that light can be conveyed as words, but it's so much faster and so much more clear and pure than words themselves. So we're speaking in words through Martha just to so that your ears and your being can process the communicating, but the communicating is actually happening as light. So we would love, in whatever way feels right for you, to offer this moment of you dropping into and feeling and being this quality of the light of the Pleiadian star system, which is you, which is home on many levels. There are infinite homes throughout all of time and all of space, and you are of all of them. So when we say it's home, that doesn't mean that it's your one and only home, but it is perhaps one of your one and only homes. Everything is. Ultimately, source is home. Everything is home. Source is everything and nothing all at the same time. But this Pleiadian light is a version of home, and it's a version of a medicinal, energetic. And we are and we feel so much love for you. We want you to have the opportunity to remember and to feel and to know what it is to re-become this particular version of light among all the other array of infinite versions of beautiful manifestations of source itself as you. So whenever it feels right, if it feels right, when it feels right, whatever way it feels right, we offer for you to take a long, slow, deep breath and ideally perhaps have time for yourself to be able to lie down or at least sit down. But even if you're multitasking, even if you're making dinner or whatever it is you're doing, you can just feel that we are, with your permission and only with your permission, we're streaming this pure white blue light with some streams of pink and green. You might experience any of the colors. But the main frequency is of a light blue color, usually. Again, though, mixed with anything and everything in existence, all colors of every shade that you can see, and so many you can't see. Because every single color, again, is a different slight shade of the vibrational quality of this light of the beings that are us as stars in a cluster called the Pleiades. So the green and the pink and the purple and the blue and the yellow, they all have various shades of vibrational, medicinal frequencies, songs, and you might feel or see or experience any or all of them. but those different shades typically are going to be held or carried in an overall stream of white, blue light. So whatever you're doing, you can just know that this is, again, with your permission, in whatever way is absolutely in your only in your absolute radical highest good and in the highest good of the all that is. This light is streaming through for you, surrounding you, holding you, reminding you. And if you're in a situation where you can sit down or even better lie down, we invite you to come into a even more deeper, more deeply held way of being as this light. Okay, so taking a deep breath, I invite you to remind yourself, remember, feel that you are a Gaian. You are a being of the earth, and you are a being of the light, and you are a being of the stars, and you are a being of the cosmos. And Gaia, the earth, is also a being of the cosmos. And she's a being of the solar system of the star you call your sun. So the earth is also a being of the stars, literally. Everything is. You are. And taking a deep breath, now we invite you to feel the being, the physical body, and the soul being of Gaia herself. And you can feel her joy and her love as she maybe takes a deep breath and joins in with this remembering and this communing also. Because on this particular day, when the sun is between the earth and the Pleiadian star system, the Pleiadian star light is in direct communication, especially strongly. It's always true, but especially strongly. The sun becomes like a conduit of a kind between the body and the being and the light of Earth, Gaia, and the being and the body and all of the light streams of the Pleiadian star system itself. And so the light of the being of the body of Earth, the heart of Mother Gaia Earth, and the light and the being and the soul and the spirit of the star that you call your sun, and then the light of all of us, all of the beings, the stars of, and the spirits of the cluster you call the Pleiades, all form a stream, direct communication. So it's literally not only you that can have this direct communication, it's the whole body of the earth, and you are part of the body of the earth. And you are also, of course, your own being as light, just as the earth is, just as the sun is, just as the Pleiades are, every single star in the Pleiades and throughout all of time and all of space is. So taking another long, slow, deep breath, we invite you to now take that deep breath and open your body, open yourself so that you can feel first the light of the heart of Mother Gaia, Earth, opening wide and holding you in that opening of her being so that her light is shining and open and you're being bathed in the light of the heart of Mother Gaia, Earth, which is holding you literally and that you are a part of. You can feel your own body, your own being open up all the way so that the light of your own heart, your own spirit, your own soul, your own self can take a deep breath and spark awake and shine and beam while it's being held in that light of the heart of Mother Gaia, Earth. And both together, both of your lights then can open with this beautiful large smile and welcome. And as you are opening yourself and your light in this way, then feel yourself, again, whatever way is right for you, you can feel yourself opening and then letting the direct light of the sun, the star being, literal star that you call your sun, and let that light pour straight into your own heart, your own open beingness. And you can feel that aliveness, the beauty, the love, the joy, the happiness, the life of the light of this being, the star that is your sun. And you can feel, depending on what year you in, this may or may not be true, but as we are speaking in the year that we are streaming this in the time-space continuum, the sun is peaking in its cycle of being more and more and more active and then going more dormant. At this moment, the sun is peaking in its activity level. So even if you're listening to this years down the line when perhaps the sun's cycle is waning, even at its lowest ebb, still the quality of the vibrational, medicinal frequency of what we are transmitting here is in the frequency of the sun at its highest peak. of activity level. And then taking another deep breath, you can feel in the backdrop of the sun, us as the light of the beautiful, multicolored Pleiadian star system. And taking another breath, you can feel as we are streaming, pouring our love, our infinite love and light straight into your sun, communing and filling this being that is your sun with incredible love. And it's like a homecoming, like a recognition of a deep old friend. We are stars, and the being that is your sun is a star. We are all part of the family of star beings throughout every galaxy, throughout all of time and all of space, everywhere. And on the ultimate level, there is no time and there is no space. And there is instant knowing, there is instant recognizing, there's instant communication, no matter how far the distances seem. Our knowing of each other and our simply being as each other, communicating, is instantaneous. It's not actually at the speed of light. It's just instant and always. There's a quality of certain kinds of energy and communication that does travel as light and therefore is moving at what you call the speed of light. But on the ultimate level, all of time and all of space is one. It is literally the one. It's source. So our knowing of each other, star to star to star, throughout everything, and actually our knowing of everything just is. So when we are communing with the being that you call your sun, it's like this instant, incredible, deep smile. We love your sun like one of our own because it is, and you are. There's this funny perception of separation that's just not true. Your sun is a star. We are stars. You are a being of the stars. You are on a planet that, and you are part of a planet that is held in the orbit of a star. You are a being of the stars. And we know you instantly, just as we know the star you call your sun. So taking another long, slow, deep breath. This is really the ultimate gentle truth and powerful truth we want to be conveying. It's just this knowing, this remembering that it's not a silly out there concept that you are a being of the cosmos or a being of the stars. It's literally, physically, actually true. And of course, we know you. And of course, you know us. And of course, we know your son. And of course, your son knows you. So, just for another few moments, but of course, you can be in this knowing and this remembering and even be with this recording this video as often as you want, whenever you want. But just for another few moments, we would love to give you the opportunity and guide you in this feeling of now that we are streaming our incredible, powerful, pure, instant, infinite, ever knowing, all all knowing, always existent, powerful love. We're streaming it right now straight into the beautiful being that is our friend, our family, the star you call your son. And in doing so, this is a way of us actually helping to balance and to give your son nurturing whatever it may be needing. And this is a form of communication that is also a constant connection of community, light to light to light to light to light, star to star to star to star to star. And the stars, when we say star to star to star, that also includes the whole star system of every star, including planets, including everything, including you. And so just one more component here we would love to offer for you. As we are communing and pouring our pure love and light and medicinal colors and magic straight into the heart of your beautiful being star that you call your son. And the sun, your son is getting a chance to just relax and fuel up and be seen and known and commune with friends. We invite you then to feel the quality of our love and our light and all these infinite colors of our light, especially that light blue color, but all the colors and the medicinal quality of it and the joy and the pleasure. We invite you to feel that light coming through the beams of the light of your sun. And you can feel this gentle, powerful, deep smile of the star you call your sun, of all of us, and maybe of you too, and certainly of Mother Gaia, Earth. You can feel perhaps all of us just simply resting and literally basking in the light of us as Pleiadian light star system, the light of your own soul sun, the star you call your sun, basking also in the light of the heart of Mother Gaia, Earth, and basking in the light of the heart of your own being, your own spirit, and your own soul. All four versions of this light. Just taking a deep breath and lying back and having a deep sigh of relief, of knowing each other, of knowing that pure, unconditional love that is every version of light throughout all of time and all of space, as the different qualities of those manifestations of the light of the heart of Source itself. As you, as Mother Gaia Earth, as your sun, as each and every one of us, as the Pleiades, and everything. Light to light to light to light to light. And taking another deep breath, we invite you to just lie here and bask in this light as long as you want, as long as you need, anytime you need. We are literally always here. As we are communicating these words, the sun happens to be right between the earth and us as the Pleiades. But we exist. Pleiades exist all the time. Of course, the sun exists all the time, and the earth exists all the time, and you exist all the time in this lifetime, and then beyond this lifetime. And we all exist together as the one, as Source itself. So we invite you to bask in this light, to know this light anytime, all the time. We love you so infinitely. And this remembering of this quality of the light of the Pleiades is perhaps a journey. It's one that has spoken to eons of humans and animals of all kinds and plants, the whole body of the earth, and of course, many, many, many other life forms throughout all of time and space. But for you personally, the quality of this light of the Pleiadian star system may have a particular kind of medicine for you, a kind of a healing. It may have a particular kind of awakening quality for you. It may have a particular kind of messaging that may come through for you now or at any time in the future. It may, this quality of the vibration, the frequency of these forms of light of the Pleiadian star system might help to just awaken certain frequencies or aspects of your own being on the journey of remembering the ultimate truth of who we all are and who you are as source, as the one, as the totality of the wholeness of everything. So it's similar to strumming a string on a guitar or any kind of string instrument. The quality of the vibration of that particular tone might play in infinite ways of the song of any given moment, including you. So we're here holding this, offering this, remembering of this frequency, these, in a sense, soul songs of all of the various frequencies of the Pleiadian star system and the star light. But the quality of those songs has a particular knowing in concert with the being that is you. And so you can think of connecting with this light of the Pleiadian star system and all kinds of light, similar to strumming the strings of a guitar. The particular song that is needed to be played between you and the light of us as the beings of the Pleiadian star system might be one song today, it might be another song tomorrow. Your being and the light of your being and the body of your being and the light and the vibrational frequency of our beings know exactly what song to play in any given moment together. So we invite you to just simply lie back and relax and feel that song playing and perhaps changing over time, even moment to moment. Maybe we play a ballad and then we play a lullaby and then we play a fun dance song. But most of all, we're just so happy to be with you, to sing with you, to dance as you. So thank you so much for joining us, for being here today. And please join us again any time. We love you. We are here as you, with you, always. And so it is. Amen. Okay. So bring yourself back to your earth, human, Gaian body by rubbing your hands on your arms, if that feels right, rubbing your hands on your legs, bringing your hands to your heart. You can still feel yourself connecting with that blue light Pleiadian star system, those multicolors of the Pleiadian star system, as long as you want or need. Always, of course, right here. And then I would invite you to release anything and everything from this journey, this experience that is not in your absolute radical highest good and in the highest good of the all that is. Let it go back to source, all the way back to source. And allow to anchor in any and all particles of light, anything that is in your absolute radical highest good and in the highest good of the all that is. And if it feels right, you can send blessings of this light through all of time, through all of space, perhaps in dedication to the great remembering that we are in, that we are. And so it is. Amen. Right. Thank you so much for being here, joining me. Okay. So thank you. Yeah. I'm at a loss for words at the moment. I'll just mention, if you feel called to support this work in any way, I haven't announced this, but I do have a membership on YouTube that you can join for the lowest tier is $2 a month. So if you even $2 a month, you know, I would feel really, really held and nurtured and supported by that if that is something that calls to you. If you want a way um, to support all of this, I would welcome that and appreciate that. But I just appreciate you being here so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would also love, 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 love that. But most of all, just thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of this great remembering. It's so crucial. That's why we're here. All right. I will see you soon.